What's up? This is my Mona Youssef, also known as Mumu Fresh, here in London at the Jazz Cafe. We just got off stage. Man, the crowd was amazing. Like, just from the first song, they just gave me so much energy, so much love, and really helped to shape the show. You know, because there was some elements of the show that were improv, and it, you know, ended up being what it was, just full of life and energy and fun and, you know, soul and power and all those things, just because of the energy that the audience gave me. They were incredible. My cup runneth over. This was an amazing debut for my first time being in London. The reintroduction of Mumu Fresh, it is, you know, for a lot of people, they don't know, they may not have known that I emceed. When they heard the Blooming, they thought that I was just a singer. And my first project that I ever did, you know, was basically I started out in a hip hop band. So it was almost like I needed to reintroduce myself, because people may not have really known all the facets of, you know, that make up Mumu Fresh. It was also a project where we were flipping top 40 songs and giving them social and political context. So that was also like me reintroducing who I was, what my commitment is to the progress and upliftment of my people, and using hip hop as a tool for upliftment. A lot of artists have a hard time with that idea of being a role model, because sometimes that's synonymous with not being a whole person. But to me, being a role model is being a whole person, is being balanced. I want to be my higher self at all times, and I want to exemplify, you know, progress, social progress, queenliness, all of those things. You know, but I am a whole person. You know, I am a combination of my experiences. The high school I went to, Guru from Gangstar's sister was my high school teacher. She taught me literature. So Guru would come to the school all the time. Like, I saw Guru a lot up until the point that he passed away. A lot of those artists I've been really fortunate to spend time around. I mean, I spent a lot of time around Big Daddy Kane, you know, a lot of time around the Roots, you know, Common, Mos Def, Kweli, a lot of those guys. I mean, the dopest thing is being able to just kind of listen. Like, this last year, we was all, Mos and Common, we were all backstage, and just listen to them talk about when they first met each other and what hip hop was like at the time that they were getting involved. Like, one thing that stuck out to me that Mos said was when he heard about Common, somebody's like, "Yo, you heard this guy named Common from Chicago?" He's like, "Oh, word, let me see what he about." And he was like, when he listened to him, see, at that time, like, your flow was your own. That was like your signature. If somebody had your flow, you was ready to fight. That was like beef, you know what I mean? Like, now it's almost like the label will almost tell you, use this flow. You know, let me do a song with a Drake flow, or like, that was never the case. That was like violation, rule number one. Like, you can't have nobody's flow. Everybody was supposed to find their own unique style, what made them them. That's why you still saw people like Busta Rhymes. You know, he came with this whole nother crazy flow, and everybody jumped onto it because it was something that was original. You know, he wasn't trying to find a cookie cutter, something safe to do to sell a record. It was like, how rambunctious can I be? How original can I be? On the intro of the mixtape, Common does an intro for me, and he talks about the first time they met me, right? And we had never had this conversation. Like, in my mind, the first time we met each other, I was like, oh my God, that's the man who wrote I Used to Love Her, right? But the story that he tells is that when he heard me sing, he said that this woman is going to change music, period. And like, to hear, I left out the room because, you know, I'm weird about people talking about me in front of me. But, so I left out the room, but when I listened back to the recording and I heard him say that, it was like mind blowing for me. Like, you know, it almost like put the fire back under me that, like, oh shit, I guess I gotta do it. He said I'm gonna change music, the face of music, like, you know, just change the landscape of music. So, alright, that's a big role to fill, especially the first time I met him I was probably like 18, you know? So for him to see me off the bat and be like, she's gonna change music, that's incredible. Like, you know, that's a lot of pressure. I'm really kind of learning and eager to learn more and connect with UK artists. I do like the fact that, you know, the music here is danceable because there's so many influences from the Caribbean and other places. It's really like a melting pot. And you know, I dig house music. Baltimore is a big place for house music. I've never really done it, but I'm looking forward to expanding, you know what I mean, and trying out some new flows and things like that. Over some new beats.
I think you should work with some UK producers. Maybe you should work with me.
Put me down, let me know. Send me something. I never never know what like the single is gonna be until like everything, bless you, until everything is done, because the album writes itself, you know what I mean? Like when you're done, you record 30, 40 tracks, and then you're like, all right, these 11 are, you know, that's what's speaking to the streets right now. That's where I'm feeling. But the song I performed tonight, is called Guiltiness, and Camden is going to be featured on it. You can find me at mumufresh.com, Instagram at Team Mumu Fresh, Twitter at Team Mumu Fresh. What else? iTunes, CD Baby, Bandcamp. Just go to my website, mumufresh.com, and all the links will be there. This is Mumu Fresh. Big up to Archive Documents.